Hey everybody, good morning. Lee McAllister. I hope you're all doing very well out there. It's been a while since I've done a check-in video. Just between the holidays, kids, wife, everything. Trying to get some snowmobiling in. Yeah, it's been busy. Had COVID, colds, you name it. I got a cold now still, a little stuffy, but we are out riding today. It's beautiful out. It's a little bit warm, but we got a couple days of this warm stretch here, and I don't know, it looks like it's going to cool off again. We got snow and cold coming again, so. But I just figured I'd do an update video. You know, we've been out riding. I ended up selling the Polaris Boost to Salt. You know, I love that sled. You know, I do miss it. I'm not going to lie. The 7S display and that Boost motor is just crazy. They're both, it just went really good. Very playful, but it came down to like dealer support. You know, my local Skidoo dealer, Walt Sales and Service here in Derby, is phenomenal. So they're close. They've been awesome to me. So I went and I had ordered a XRS 850 this spring, and I've been riding it. I got just hit 200 miles on it. I know for some of you it's probably not a lot. I mean, some of you might do 100 miles a day. I'm not that person. You know, I usually stay in my area and I do loops here and there on Fridays when I can. I'm just busy. We got kids, so we do get a babysitter occasionally, so my wife can go with me because we have the Blizzard 600. That's been great. But let me turn this around. I can show you the sled and just a little bit of an overview of it. So here's the sled. I did install because if you do the Renegade 900s, they come with the adjustable riser, but the two strokes now don't, which I have no clue why. So I added the adjustable riser, the bar pad. I had the dealer do the LED signal handguards. These are awesome. That way you're not trying to give hand signals. You know, hopefully people get the lights. I see a lot of people that actually have the light thing here and they ain't even working right or don't have them set. I don't know. So but yeah, I did the mirrors on the handguards. I like them. They're just not quite big enough. I'm a big guy. My shoulders stick out a lot when I'm sitting on the sled, so I got to kind of lean one way to look. It is what it is. The suspension on this sled's been awesome. I did have them upgrade to the heavy duty rear springs. So they're definitely stiff, and the sled is stiff. It's set at, pretty sure it's set at 1. My shocks are all set at the medium settings. But yeah, it's still stiff even at 1 with me on it. So, which is good. You know, I would rather it stiff than too soft. The seat on this sled is very nice. I love this XRS seat. I installed the seat bag and the bigger tunnel bag. I do have a Link gas can. I just don't use it very often. Maybe if I was planning on a good day ride or something, I would throw it on. But I don't know, for me it's not a big deal. Do have the nice gauge on this sled. So this gauge took me a bit to get squared around to work right, and it was a lot of updating. You know, you obviously take this off, hook on your battery charger or a battery tender to keep the battery while you're doing this. They got the plug that plugs in to keep the gauge up, but finally once I got it updated, it took me a few rides. Now it works good. It tracks my rides. You can see today I hit 200 miles on her today. Temperature, your fuel. Yeah, so I do like the gauge. It's taken a little bit getting used to from the 7S display because that has worked really well. The only thing that has not worked right on this is the plug-in for the phone. You can get a little bit better. I think your trails look a little better and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I could see where I'm going. I mean, the trails are there. It doesn't tell you the actual like junction and trails, which that would be a lot nicer, but whatever, I guess. It is what it is. But it works. It gives you an idea where you're headed. You can see your tracks. That's my loop today. I'm coming back around again up here. Here is for the handguard signals. I have the heated visors. So my wife was very nice for Christmas and got me a oxygen helmet. Unfortunately, she was going by this helmet that I've been wearing, which somebody had given me. And this is too big. This is a 2X, and it just slides all around on my head. But I've dealt with it. I've doubled up on my balaclavas here, whatever they are. Balaclavas, I just kind of double them up. And it's worked. It's not been that enjoyable, but I've dealt with it. But my wife picked me up one. And so, yeah, we got the right size coming. I should have that today. And I did take the bigger helmet for one ride, and it was just too big. But man, that oxygen helmet is night and day riding experience. Yeah, absolutely love it. And I can't wait to have it again. So yeah, this mineral blue color is absolutely awesome. I am so happy that I ordered this color sled. I had the yellow skid plate put on. This comes with the Pro 40s all the way around. I do love the wider running boards on the XRS. That is definitely something that I truly love. You know, like I say, a bigger guy, big feet. Having them wider running boards is awesome. It does have the tunnel ice scratchers. I had them install, and they're on the Blizzard as well now. Love them ice scratchers. I have not had to use them yet. It is 40 degrees today, but the trails are soft enough. And I think it's strange because we went for a ride the last time, and my sled ran about halfway on the temp gauge, and my wife's was climbing. And hers is a 600. I mean, the same sled, except in a 600, and she does have the 1.25 inch instead of the 1.5. So I'm thinking maybe this little bit taller lugs kind of chews the snow a little better and cools this sled. Because I haven't had any overheating problems with this sled. That was one of my biggest gripes with the Assault. I had to run the scratchers down all the time on that sled, and it's a 146, so I get it. That's what you're gonna get into that stuff. But on this 137 Skidoo, zero overheating issues, none. I haven't had to put the scratchers down yet, and I will have to, I'm sure, on them hard packed days, but I haven't had to yet. So that's another good thing. What else we got here? Pretty much covers, I got the ice scratchers, the skid plate, the hand guards, mirrors, the bags, stuff like that. Obviously, motor's stock. It's just an 850. I hemmed and hawed pretty hard about going to the competition package just for a few of the, you get the extra bogey wheels in the back, the solid bogey wheels. I think a few other little reinforcements in the rails. But I mean, this one still is an XRS, so it still has your rail braces. See the black one there. So yeah, I mean, I'm not out hitting jumps, and I'm not out on a lake racing people. So I don't really need a turbo. Would I like to have a turbo again? That boost was pretty fun, I won't lie. But this 850's been super impressive. It just pulls, and it is so smooth and runs so clean. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I can't complain. The ride, obviously, on the Skidoos are phenomenal. And this has the Raz RX front suspension with the better skis, the Pilot RX skis. This sled handles amazing. It doesn't want to really push. It's not darting. I absolutely love how this sled handles. Yeah, so there's really not much. I just wanted to do a little overview of the sled now that I got a couple hundred miles on it. And to get a couple hundred miles and it's still just early January, I'm happy with that. I'll probably end up, I always consider, for me, riding 500-600 miles a year for me is pretty good. So, but you could see I'm up here, up toward Richford area. I was on a bunch of groomed trails, but they haven't been groomed here yet. But there's all sorts of snow up here. It's been very enjoyable. The higher conditions are just awesome. So this was the Sled Addicts. I got that from them. the blue gas cap and the billet. And also I did the these little things here for your link adapters. Kind of keeps them up away from your tunnel so your stuff isn't scratching your nice tunnel. So yeah, they're there and they're also here. So yeah, them are on there. Them are awesome. And I am going to end up ordering the Sled Addicts knee pads because my knees do rub there. So yeah, just that's the overview of the Sled and the Mineral Blue 850 XRS. I'm very happy with it. I just figured I'd do an update video for people. You know, it's hard to do videos. I ain't got a lot going on right now. Like I said, I'll try to do some more riding videos. I haven't bothered with the GoPro. You know, there's a lot of people doing riding videos, so I might do a couple videos, but on an actual ride with it hooked to my helmet, we'll see. But yeah, that's what I got going on right now. We're snowmobiling. I got projects going on down at work. I'm doing a crusher install on HP 300. So we're doing groundwork with that. Got concrete getting poured this week. So putting in a new feeder, another bin. So yeah, we got stuff going on down at the quarry that I manage. And then hopefully, you know, spring will be here and I'll be excavating again. You know, the excavator's on order. I've heard that it's now being built. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that machine. So I hope you're doing well out there. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you all had a good Christmas. And yeah, I'm going to get back to riding. Have a good day. Bye.